Stream host Timothy J. Ward, back with another stream. Day five in our hashtag 1 week with Ward, 7 live streams in 7 days. This thing is almost over. It don't even feel like it. 2 more days after today, it feels like day 2, which is amazing. So we're on day 5. Today we got a really interesting topic. I'm gonna give it some time for people to tune in. Didn't get a chance to schedule this one. So I'm gonna wait a little bit so people get the notifications come through. How you doing, Deborah, Colin, Allie? In here early. Good to see y'all. I had a blessed day. Did a lot of adulting today, folks. Got up early and was going to banks and post offices and, was printing out documents and, all this adulting stuff today. Just why I didn't get a chance to get the thumbnail made, come up with the topic, get it posted for scheduling. I was doing a lot of adult stuff and also took a nap, which is the most adult thing I ever did. The most adult thing I did today was take a nap. You got to take naps, people. You got to design a life where you're doing what you love that also allows you time to take naps. Just a little word of wisdom before we get into our topic. I appreciate y'all coming through. Day 5, 2 more days. Today I figured we'd have a little more serious topic. Last couple of days we kind of been playing around. But today we're going to be talking about money. An honest talk. We're going to talk. It's one of those things, a lot of times people talk about it, I feel like, with the wrong point of view or with the point of view that they've just kind of had passed down to them. I feel like if you have a different point of view about money, people get very offended. I feel like a lot of people just spout off certain scriptures and other things about money, and they don't, quote the whole scripture. A lot of times, I feel like, I have some views on money that are pretty unpopular, but I think they make sense. So I figured we'd talk about it. I'm gonna give it a few more moments here, folks, then we'll jump into it. Appreciate all the hellos. How's everybody doing? Retired 2019. I'm glad you're here for this one. I know you're gonna have some good thoughts on money. Glad you're here from this one. All right, we're going to jump right into it. And feel free, folks, to, if I'm wrong, let me know. They're like, Tim, we will. We're waiting. We already know. So I want to first talk about, from the beginning on the internet. And I will say this. I'm not as extreme with my views on money as maybe I was when I first started making videos on the internet. I will say that. I'm not as extreme. Now, I just made a video the other day that says I'm willing to sacrifice money for happiness, and I stand by that. That statement, however, does not mean I'm anti-money. It just means that instead of me chasing some arbitrary amount of money, I'm willing to sacrifice some of that for happiness. If it came down between money and happiness, I'm going to take the happiness. In a perfect universe, I'd get both. But in a perfect universe, you don't decide between the two. But that's just me. But I totally understand that's not everybody's view. My thing is I just want everybody to see what money is. I've gone on record many times saying money's not real. And what I mean by that is goods and services are real. The things you buy with money are real. Can we all agree with that? Money, you could have $1 million, but if they was you can't ever spend it, you don't have anything. Right? We can all agree on that. You could have $1 million in US greenbacks, US dollars. But if they were hey, you can't spend it, you don't have anything. Except maybe some kindling for some fire. Maybe some toilet paper, correct? So money is not real. Especially now that, you couldn't even get $1 million in greenbacks now. You'd have to get, it's all digital. So goods and services are real. The things you buy with money are real. And that's why I'm always like, focus on, I feel like a lot of times in life, people are too focused on money and acquiring money just to arbitrarily get it. You know what I mean? If you're down and you're like, man, I need money to pay the bills, you're focused on paying the bills. You want the money to pay the bills. I respect that. I respect that. You know, if you're living below the poverty line, you're not comfortable, you're like, man, if I had more money, I could pay the bills, I could do this, I could buy this for my children, my family, cool. But I just see a lot of people just like mindlessly chasing money, and they don't really have a reason. You know what I mean? A lot of people are comfortable, they're good, the bills are paid, they do all right, and they're still like mindlessly chasing money. And I'm like, that's not going to help you if you don't have a good or a service in mind that you're going to spend the money on. And preferably a good or a service that like will do something for you. Even sometimes when we have stuff in mind we want to buy with the money, it's just, once again, just random stuff people came, you know, oh, I'll buy a Lamborghini. What's that Lambo gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, I just think that we have this ideal that any situation we're in, if we get money, money will make it better. And I'm just always saying like, hey, money's not real. What are you going to do with that money to make your situation better? That's what I'm always interjecting in the conversation. Because there's a lot of people who've got money and their life got worse. A lot of lottery winners would say, man, I wish I never won. Now, all of us are like, man, let me win that money, I'd figure it out. But hey, it's not that easy. There are a lot of good things you can do with the money. People are putting it in the chat. Retire early, pay your debt. You know, for me, I use money to travel. So there are goods and services you can like buy with money. But I think so many people don't do step two. A lot of people just are like, step one, get money. Get more money. Get more money. If I had money. But like, you got to know what you're going to do with it. You got to know what you're going to do with it. And also too, like, I'm a big believer in like manifestation. I think the universe is abundant. I'm cheap, but the universe is abundant. I'm gonna get that on a bumper sticker. I'm cheap, but the universe is abundant. So like, my thing is, where was I going with that? See, me trying to come up with these little bumper stickers. Oh, manifestation. So I believe the universe is abundant. So I believe that whatever you set your mind on and focus on, you can bring into your life. I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe the universe is abundant, and if you work towards something, it will help you get it. I would much rather work towards an actual goal or something I actually wanted to buy, or something I actually wanted to bring in my life that I knew I wanted in my life, as opposed to just trying to manifest money. I see so many people just trying to manifest money, and I'm like, you might get that, but if you don't know what you're going to do with it, what's the point? Why not figure out what you really want in your life? If you want a mate in your life, wouldn't it make more sense to be like, hey, I want to manifest beautiful woman, handsome man, whatever, with these qualities, as opposed to being like a lot of dudes especially are, oh, I'm going to get money, then I'm going to get women. So they're just trying to get the money. And then they end up getting the money. If the universe is like, all right, I'm going to give you the money. Sometimes it'll give you the money just to show you where you're wrong. I'm going to give you the money. And then they end up attracting people who just want them for the money. They're not happy. Wouldn't it be better to take that same energy and that power of manifestation and manifest what you actually want? Why not focus on what you actually want instead of just trying to like focus on manifesting money? I just feel like you're adding a step if you get it right. This idea that just like money is the be all end all is the issue I have with it. If you have a proper understanding of money, and you realize it's the things you buy with money that matter, not the money itself, I think you do way better than people who are just like, man, I gotta, you know, make six figures. For what? I don't know. You know what I mean? If you're like, man, I want to make 6 figures and I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. Cool, go for it. Just we think this idea, and so many rich people have said it. The money ain't gonna make you happy. The money ain't gonna make you happy. Because once you get past comfortable, the money really don't do much more. Yeah, that one about money and dating is a big one, especially with dudes. It don't matter how many times we see women get with broke dudes. Dudes have this idea that a woman ain't gonna want you if you don't have money. Guess what? If you have that ideal, you ain't never gonna you're gonna attract that. Come on, fellas. If you have the idea that a woman's not gonna want me unless I have money, you're only gonna attract into your life gold digging women or men, whatever you're into. Now, today we're not playing. Honest discussion about money. We ain't playing with the little trolley trolls today. If you really believe you can only do certain things with money, that's going to become your reality. Unless you have money, that's going to become your reality. I don't know why we don't spend more time focusing on what we want. I want a mate that doesn't care about my money. And if I do have a little extra money, then I'm just going to use that to our benefit. I don't want a mate where that's the attraction, was the money. Rich dudes will tell you, yes, she's with me, but I don't know if she's really with me. I want a woman who's attracted to me for something that nobody else can have. Anybody can get money. If he or she is with you for the money, anybody can get more money than you. You always got to worry, are they with me because they want to be with me, or are they going to leave me when somebody gets more money? I'd much rather manifest a mate that wanted me for me. She's like, I want a thin, gap tooth, receding hairline, 6'4" black man. Not a lot of those. Hard to come up with that combination other than me. Hard to come up with that combination other than me. I just wish we, you know what I mean? And I say happiness, and people, will always say, well, we all are searching for that feeling. I call it happiness. People call it joy. You call it peace, fulfillment, whatever. We're all searching for that feeling, right? We're all searching for that feeling in life of, you know what I mean? Like that feeling of being alive and enjoying your life. And this is the point, right? We're all searching for that feeling. Call it whatever you want. Part of the reason most of the time, the reason we want money is we think it's going to buy us that feeling. But I'm like, why not spend your time focusing on that feeling? And if money is needed to get you there, the universe will give you that. As well as whatever else might be needed to get you there. But if you just always focus on money, 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 then you're not going to get the other stuff needed to get you to that place. These cars behind me are just driving around in circles. I don't know what's going on here. Gas is expensive as it is. You would think people would come in and park. Same cars just driving around in circles. They're like, Tim, every time you come to a park, you critiquing. It's interesting. I watch people. So that's one of the first things about money. There's so many other things we can talk about money. We can talk inflation. we can talk how money losing its value. There's so many things about money. And I feel like those are important too. We got a lot of people out here, putting all their faith in money, who don't know about money. You know what I mean? There's so many, how many people don't know how money is created? I'm in America, so I'm gonna talk about America. A lot of people don't know how money is created. Don't know how much value the dollar is losing every year. Don't understand how the economy works. It's all made up these days. Bro, it's all ones and zeros, man, at a computer. Like, it's crazy. Our money's not backed by nothing. It could all go away. I say find a way. Since we live in a society where you kind of need money to survive, here's my like ultimate like life when it comes to like money and work. Find something you love to do that pays you a decent wage. Stack your chips up best you can while still like, you know, using some of it to enjoy your life. Do your research. Learn like how money works. Find you some decent investments so that you can put that money to work for you in the future. This is the part I'm working on. Always been a good saver. You know, years ago learned how money worked. Part of the reason I used to be very just like, no money, yeah. Because I'm like, man, this is all a game. All of it's a game. Life itself is a game, and then there's all these games within the game. And we take it all so serious. But find a way to take some of that money, you know what I mean? Because you trade your time and your energy for money. And what you want to do is take that money and instead of just blowing it, you want to take that money instead of just blowing it. You want to, and I'm still working on this, you want to find a way to, blow some of it, enjoy yourself, but put that money to work for you. This is what the rich people do. Put that money to work for you so that in future, you don't have to use as much time and energy to make more money or to survive. That's what I'm trying to figure out, that part now. You know, not saying I have all the answers, but I'm seeing how this works. Take your time and energy now, preferably doing something you like. Stack your coins up, save it, invest it, put it in assets, not liabilities. Assets, things that will hold their value, make you more money, not liabilities, things that just take your money. Most of us, I'm about to get real rich dad, poor dad here. Most of us get money and buy liabilities, spend it on liabilities, which that's just throwing your money out the window. Rich folks, because they're taught this, get money, they buy assets. Hey, the R Hodge Experience, thank you, Super Chat Squad. Said I'm enjoying these frequent live streams. Hey, I appreciate you saying that, man, because I'm always, concerned. Is it too many? You know what I mean? So to hear that you appreciating them, the frequency of them, I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate the love, the money. Thank you, Super Chat Squad. Us poor people, we're trained to get money and buy liabilities. Liability is basically something that just takes your money. You don't get nothing else for it. Rich people get money and they buy assets, something that holds its value and typically makes them more money. We're trained to just buy liabilities because that's what makes them rich. Guess what? When the rich people get money and they put it into an asset, us spending our money on liabilities is usually us funding their assets, if that made any sense. They'll you know what I mean? They'll put their money in something that we're going to buy so they get our money. I told you, we go to work for these people. We get paid peanuts. We turn around and give those peanuts right back to them because we buy the crap that we're making when we work. I'm not demonizing rich people here. I'm just saying that, like, you will. I promise you, if there's a kid right now, 5 years old, about to go into school, if you put him in a regular C school in, let's just say, I don't know, Cleveland, and then you took that same kid and put them in one of the rich people private schools, I promise you their views on money when they graduated 13 years later would be totally different. I promise you their views on money would be totally different 12, 13 years later when they graduated school. Because just the regular person, that's why we don't have classes about money in school. It's not that no one ever thought of it. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. I did a video, Paul mentioned something about the middle class. I did a video years ago, it's better to be poor than middle class. I still stand by that. You're rich, poor, then middle class. That's where you want to be. If you can't be rich, be poor. If you can't be poor, then settle for middle class. I'm telling you. The rich get all the breaks. The poor get a lot of free stuff. Middle class, you got to pay for everybody. If you can't figure out how to be poor, I guess be middle class. Sorry. You're not smart enough to figure out how to be poor. You're not smart enough to figure out how to be rich or poor. Just get settle for middle class. Middle class pay for everybody else. You get a lot of breaks if you're rich. A lot of breaks if you're poor. You making decent money. Oh, they coming for that. Oh, they coming for all that. I mean, just look at, since I recently got an apartment. Let's look at apartments. If on paper you're really poor, you can get Section 8. Back in the day, this was a few years ago, I knew a lot of girls on Section 8 paying like $250 for their apartment. This was years ago, but still. I knew a lot of strippers who on paper made no money and was paying, $250 a month for their apartment on Section 8, even though they was making, $500 a night at the strip club. Anyway, you poor on paper, you get Section 8. They'll help you. You got a regular job, you making decent money on paper, yeah, we gonna need, $2,000 a month for an apartment, and we gonna need you to, $2,000 down, $2,000 a month. I'm telling you about. Now I'm being a little funny here, but still, it's and this, I'm just telling you, this all factors into money. It all factors. You gotta see how money really works. What money really is. How it's used in our society. Just I'm just gonna, this whole what they try to tell you. Come on. They start indoctrinating you with the BS soon as you're about to graduate high school. I'm not encouraging cheating on your taxes. I would never do that. Anyone who's ever seen my tax returns knows I declare everything and then some. Don't cheat on my taxes. It starts before you even start making money. Hey, you're gonna have to go to college, preferably a very expensive college, if you want to get a good job. Before you even making money, they trying to take your money from you. Before you even making money, they got you in debt. Maybe, Bernice, maybe. Good money in entertainment, in the entertainment business. However you do that. Before you make money, they try to take it from you. You come out. A lot of people come into the job market already in debt, which is insane. You come into the job market already in debt, so that's part of the reason you'll take any decent job they offer you. I'm already 60 grand in debt. Yeah, this ain't the job I wanted, but I need something. It's either this or the Starbucks. You'd been better off just going to work straight to the Starbucks to work, by the way. You just graduate high school, go work at Starbucks. 5 years later, you got no debt. You probably done met you a nice man or woman because they came in there every morning checking you out. If that's your thing, you're the head barista. You better all just go to work at Starbucks. I'm just putting it for all the kids there. You go, you got tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt. You get a job, making decent money, but a big portion of it has to go to paying back the debt. And then to show up to the job, you have to have a nice car because everybody else got a nice car. That's more debt. Can't show up to a nice job in a rickety car. 10-year-old Hyundai ain't gonna cut it at the office. That's more debt. Then you got to live in the right neighborhood. That's more. Come on. All the while, your money's losing its value. If you had $100 in the bank in like 1900, the buying power of $100 100 years ago is like $3 now or something crazy like this. Google it. The buying power. What $100 what you could buy. How do I word this? If you had $100 100 years ago, you'd have like $3 now, basically, when it comes to like buying power. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to work on investing, because I've always been a good saver, but I'm losing money, which is basically my time and my energy in dollar form. I'm losing money just leaving it in the bank. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to like figure out how to put it somewhere, especially with inflation probably coming. I'm gonna have to figure out somewhere, to try to do some investing. But even that's risky. So you know what I mean? It's like, well, that's risky. What if I lose? It's just, that's why I'm like, I try not to be too married to money. I'll take the money. Hey, right on time, Percy. I appreciate that. Percy astronaut status. Super Chat Squad said, I work at a white private school, even those kids' books are different from a public school. Yeah. Private school, white and black. There's black private schools. There's mixed private schools. But hey, Percy, I appreciate that. See, person who works at a private school, the books are different. I promise you, they don't got them same McNeil-Lehrer books we had. They got a whole different set of books. The whole curriculum, the education is different. Thank you, Percy. I appreciate the support. The whole curriculum's different. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, we don't even know what we don't know because they don't teach us. Sean coming through with is that New Zealand cash? International Super Chat Squad. I appreciate that, Sean. Said, if you had $10,000 to spare, how would you invest? Honestly, right now, this is just me, and kind of off the top of my head, if it was 10,000 that it really was to spare, and I knew I would not need it, I'd probably throw half in crypto and half in like gold. I'd probably throw a couple thousand at like Dogecoin, a couple thousand at Shiba, 1,000 at Bitcoin, and then about $5,000 of it I'd buy gold. I'm curious to see what precious metals are going to do in this probably about to go to war environment. The reason why I said probably about to go to war, and I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to bring it back real quick. If you want to know what they're going to do, pay attention to the ads they post. I've been seeing a lot of like Army, Navy, Air Force ads. Maybe it's just me in my age range, but still. I'm seeing way more than I was seeing 2 months ago. So that's why either we're about to go to war or it's possible. If you want to know what's going to happen in the world, look at the ads. I'm telling you. When they really get serious about war, they have to ramp up advertising, trying to get people to join. So, and in inflationary times, and possibly maybe a major war, maybe, who knows? I feel like throughout history, precious metals always did well, but I'm not sure these days. Maybe all those people are going to crypto. So, and then the reason I say like Doge and Shiba, if you don't think Elon Musk is going to be all over Twitter talking about the coins he likes. So that's my answer to that question for those reasons. Nah, James, I don't think the banks add money to your savings to fight inflation. Nah. I need to bank with your bank. Oh yeah, there's one. I forgot land. I would take some of that and buy some land. I'd find some cheap. I want to do this anyway. Let me know anybody who knows some $1,000, acre land somewhere. I'm trying to buy some cheap. Yeah, I'd buy some cheap land. Kenny from the A, what up? Oh yeah, let me say, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial expert. Obviously not. I drive a 10-year-old Prius. If I was sitting in a Mercedes doing this, if I was sitting in the Bahamas doing this, yeah. But this is not financial advice. I'm just saying what I would do. Yeah. A lot of people talking about different online hustles. I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock nobody's hustle. If you can sit in your living room and turn a camera on and dance or do whatever you do and get your coins up, I ain't mad at it. Do what you do. I'll never knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock nobody's hustle. Do what you do. But yeah, one of the things I'm definitely here lately has been like, I've always been good at saving, but then I would just like throw it in the bank. And it's like, I ain't trying to lose that time and energy I put into that money. Oh, yeah. How goes the journey to kill the bills, dump the debt? I think that's always a good journey to be on. It's an amazing thing when all your money you get to keep. Now, I'll admit, when I started on this journey, I had no debt. Now I have this car. That's going to go away soon. But the car note's so low, I'm just like, whatever. But it's amazing to get money and be able to keep all of it. And actually, that's step one. Actually, yeah, let me rewind. That's step one. You got to kill your bills, get out of debt. That's step one. Louis X444. What up? Thank you. Super Chat Squad. I appreciate the support, the continued support. Thank you, Louis. Or Lewis. Is it Lewis? I've been saying Louis. Is it Lewis? 444. Respect that. Thank you. The value of the Prius went up. Probably. Oh, don't think I haven't kept that in mind. Don't think I haven't thought about that. That, as gas prices go up, this Prius is, I may have to put a boot on it. May have to put one of them, what are the things you put across the steering wheel to keep people from stealing it? They won't just be coming for the catalytic converter. They're going to come for the whole Prius. Anyway, yeah, step one, killing your bills, getting your bills low, getting out of debt. That's steps 1 and 2. The bills one, a lot of us have extra bills we don't really have to have. If you can knock some of those out, put that money each month towards paying your debt down, get out of debt. It's a beautiful thing for your whole paycheck to come to you. Beautiful thing. Hey, we got a super chat train going. Osama, what up? Abdu says, Tim, I will tell you, those Stepford Junior League wives are very expensive. Plenty of my long clients in the tax bracket, they bring big money. Yeah. I appreciate the support. Appreciate that comment. I definitely think that I'm not naive enough to say that like there aren't certain women and or men that if you're going to get with them, it's going to take money. I just don't think that's true across the board. You know what I mean? I was out walking exit this park right here yesterday, and a lady passed me, and it was apparent. Even though she didn't have her full face on and everything, it was apparent she was one of them. And I was like, respect. I did my little smile and respect. You know what I mean? So there definitely are some people who, this is to be with me, you got to be making this, blah, 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 blah. Nothing wrong with that. But that isn't true across the board. Because we all know people who in nice relationships with beautiful people who don't have money. You see it all the time. So I just think that's not always the case, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I think a lot of people, but I think mainly guys, a lot of guys get money to get with one of those Stepford wife types. You know what I mean? It's kind of a status thing. I respect it, but I don't think that has to be the case. And I think a lot of guys, especially a lot of younger dudes, like, man, if I want to get a baddie, I got to get money. And it's like, nah. Because here's the thing too. This isn't always the case, but let's be adults here. Don't think. And like you said, lawn clients. So you've been at these people's houses. I used to be in the lawn game. I've been at, some of these, $1 million plus houses, same scenarios. Don't think that like when, hubby ain't home, that the dudes who come through to, what I mean? That the reason people always talk about the pool boy is because it's true. So that's all I'm saying. You got to look at it that way. A lot of times the person who's with the person ain't the person who's always with the person, if you know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of broke young dudes have a lot of fun with somebody. Anyway, we're moving on. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Wendy, thank you. Super Chat Squad, Super Chat Trey. Thank you, Wendy. Cool. Thank you. I got off on a tangent. What was I? Where was I at? Yeah, buying land. If I bought some land, I probably would, not right now, but in future. I that's one of the things I think will be one of my steps is I want to figure out this kind of living out the country a little bit, but I also wouldn't mind having some land that I could homestead on. So I could see myself maybe in my mid 50s, 10, 12 years from now, doing something like that, like having some land and getting some chickens and some goats. My boy Ray Ray's got goats. Shout out to Callie, the goat lady. His old lady. I kind of like the goats. They had goats. I kind of liked them. I pretended I didn't, but I kind of like the goats. So I wouldn't mind having, some animals, something like that, a little homestead thing. So, and I think it's the move to know how to grow your own food and, raise animals to kill them and eat. That sounded horrible, but yeah. Yeah, Reno, that is a great point. You said this perfectly. If your only game is money, that's the type of woman you'll attract. Then those guys turn around and blame women for being gold diggers. Exactly. That's what I'm like. If you just put out there the type of mate you want, even if it takes a while, that's what you're going to attract. If you put out there, I want this type of person, I want this values, blah, 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 and you don't settle, that's what you're eventually going to attract. And you'll notice, this is something I've noticed, like, because this one really gets me worked up, because people always like, women only want money. All this manosphere stuff now is a little annoying to me. But I'm like, I pay attention to the dudes who get all the women, right? I pay attention to the dudes who get all the women. None of them ever say any of that stuff, right? You know what I mean? The guys that are balling, and the women too. The women who got guys all on them, guys got women, none of them ever say that. None of them ever say that. Anybody who really is good at attracting people, they focus on like themselves and, they do themselves. They do them, they figure themselves out, they run they're never out there being like, oh, people only want this, people only want that. Nah, the people who really racking the numbers up don't change themselves for other people. They just be themselves. I noticed that. It'd be the people who ain't getting with nobody who's like, oh, people only want this, people only want that, people only. I'm like, stop. Okay, moving on. But I definitely, Mark, I'm with you. Education. We live in, there was a time when you couldn't know what money was really about unless you went to like the library and got an encyclopedia and you gonna look up money, like, but now you can get on the internet. There's a 7-part series, I think it's Mike Mahoney, The Hidden Secrets of Money. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think it's the most successful best-selling financial book in history. You can get it on Amazon for about $3. You got Amazon Prime, you could have it tomorrow. You could have it Saturday for about $3, $4. Okay, if you do Prime, about $10. $10, get it Saturday. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Everybody's heard of it. Very few people read it. Richest Man in Babylon, another good one. You can get The Richest Man in Babylon, really, for like $3. Richest Man in Babylon. Really good book about like money and investing and saying all that. And it's written in like story form, so it's not super boring. Actually, both of those books, you can get the audiobook on YouTube for free. You just type it in. But you know, people don't take the time. People don't take the time. Hey, Shin, thank you, Shin. I appreciate that. Super Chat Squad. So, Tim, we all want something different than what the media is selling. That's why we love what you're doing. Hey, I appreciate that. And I agree. Like, I think most of us in this community, open-minded, we're kind of, you know, waking up, awoke, and just realize, like, what we've been told is a lie. We've been lied to. Once you realize that, it's like, okay, I've been lied to. What's the truth? Then you realize, oh, like, everybody's truth's a little different. That's why anytime someone's like, people only want this, anybody who's like hardcore, this is it, I kind of pull back a little bit. You know what I mean? I kind of pull back. People who are like, hey, from my experience, kind of seen this, maybe that. I listen to those people. People like, hey, you know, I've noticed that blah, blah, blah from my experience in my life. I listen to those people. People who are like, grr. Kenny getting excited about this red pill community. Joseph L. Oh, let me read this because my guy Gary V gets a bad name. I like Gary V's statement that we need to redefine the definition of success from money to happiness. Totally agree. Everybody thinks, people who aren't tapped into Gary V think he's like just hustle. I'm always hearing people like demonize him, and I'm like, I don't think you listen to him, because like I listen to him all the time, literally almost every day. And his one of his biggest messages is, I would much rather you figure out a business and make $60K a year and be happy than you try to be an entrepreneur who comes up with the next big app and, you know, with a valuation of 60 million and you're unhappy. He's always saying that. And people think he's like, oh, because he loves to work. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to talk about hustling because like I hustle. But he's like, everybody doesn't need to hustle like me, you know? And one of the big reasons he talks about the internet so much is because, and I agree with him on this one, the internet is one of the easiest ways to talk about, deal with, do what you love, and be able to turn it into profit. It's one of the easiest ways to do it. It's a lot harder to like do that in the real world. On the internet, you literally can get on TikTok and talk about petunias, and a year from now be making decent money. You can't do that in the real world. Go stand on the street corner and talk about petunias. They come lock you up. You got to come with us. You can do that on the internet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Gary Vee gets a bad name, but he really talks more about happiness than like money if you really listen. Hey, Off Grid, thank you. Super Chat Squad, I appreciate the support. So people base everything on money. I'm looking for a change from corporate America. Is the best advice just to pick a date in the future and run with it? Now keep in mind, just coming from my point of view, I really think that one of the big things that happens with people is they keep putting it off. And if you just pick a date and say, hey, January 1st, 2024, I'm done. Come hell or high water, I'm done. And then you start putting things in place to make you have to be done, then you have to figure it out. You know, almost like burning the boats. You burn in the boats, you have to figure it out. And when you have to figure things out, like you figure things out. But like if you don't set a date, I think a lot of times we just keep pushing it back. Oh, well, you know, I'll do it next month. No, well, we'll do it. Well, I'll wait till, especially like a big one is like people trying to save a certain amount of money. When I save up 10K, I'll do it. When I save up 20K and something always pops up, takes 2K out of it. Well, you know, and then you never do it. So I'm a big believer in setting the date, going for it, making it so you have to do that, because then you have to figure it out. Because I'm talking to myself here. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm the whole choir. We all procrastinate and spend a lot of time doing a lot of stuff we don't need to do. Tim, you watched the whole series on Netflix? You couldn't watch one episode a day and spend that, you know what I mean? So we all have a lot of, even when I ain't got no time, we all have a lot of time. And if it's not a sense of urgency, we'll spend that time doing something else. or we'll spend the money doing something else. But when you know, oh, 7 months from now, I'm out of here, you'd be surprised how much time you spend learning what you need to learn, how much like, I ain't gonna buy that, I'm gonna put it in the bank. So yeah, I always say just make yourself have to do it. Set a date, make yourself have to do it. You'll be surprised how much you get done. And I appreciate the support. Thank you. Lori, I don't see anything wrong with people. If it's your body and you want to, make money off of it on the internet, that doesn't bother me. It's your body. I can't tell you what you can do with your body. You know what I mean? Do sometimes. I'll be honest, when I see someone like very sexy in their thumbnails, I'm like, here we go again. But I can't judge. I can't judge. Just because I wasn't blessed with a beautiful body that I could slap in thumbnails and get views, doesn't mean I can judge somebody for doing it. And here's the thing. Here's what we really got to talk about. We always talk about, usually women, but also men, making money off their body on the internet, things like that, being sexual to make money. They wouldn't make no money if we didn't buy the stuff or click on the thumbnail. We never blame ourselves. Oh, he putting his girlfriend in a bikini in a thumbnail just to get views, but we're the ones clicking on it. If we're gonna blame them, we got to blame ourselves. So like we never do that. Oh, these girls making all this money on OF. We're the ones paying the $15 a month subscription. So if we're gonna blame them, we got to blame ourselves. It's us making them rich. So like I can't be mad. Hey, get your coins, boo-boo. Trying to get caught up in these comments. Where we at? Okay. I'll be going off on tangents. Yeah, sometimes I get a little jelly. Dang. How they getting all these clicks? Just showing one booty cheek. Wish I could do that. Haven't tried it. It's us doing the clicking. It's us with the $5.99 subscription. It's us buying the farts in the jar, JBaby07. Boy, they will buy, man. When this stream is over, later tonight, when you're laying in bed, thinking about whatever mild fetishes each one of us has, you can thank your lucky stars and thank the unlucky stars as well that you didn't get one of them weird fetishes, because there's some weird ones out there, buddy. There's some weird ones. You could be on the internet buying farts in a jar. That's where all your money could be going. There's literally somebody who ain't gonna pay the rent this month because he or she was buying farts in a jar. Used socks. I think Bad Baby was lying about how much money she made. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think Bad Baby was lying about how much money she made. Because I checked her page out and I don't think people was paying that much money. Anyway. But that just goes to show you. That just goes to show you, like, and this is the thing. I think we don't take the right message from that. Somebody on one hand will say, I can't figure out a way, I don't think I could ever like make money online or have my own business, blah, 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 blah. Then they'll turn around and point to someone doing something like that who's, has a condo in, downtown Birmingham, which is probably expensive. That was a wrong city to pick. People like Birmingham. But you know what I'm saying? But instead of taking from that, all I need to do is come up with a good example, a good idea. And it doesn't have to be anything sexual. Instead of being like, all I have to do is come up with a good idea. Let me figure out a good idea. People will be like, nah, I can never do it. But we have examples around us every day of people who just come up with an idea. It works for them. They don't have to get up and go to work in the morning no more. They just sitting at home doing whatever. I mean, it's still work, but, you know, I just think we don't take the right message from that. Instead of just being like, oh, man, that girl's dirty. It's like, nah, oh, she figured something out. Let me figure something out. The internet is abundant, too. There's still some topics nobody's talking about. No one's doing videos on. Nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody's got a blog about. We see examples every day. Hack the system. Make it work for you. I'm telling you. Think it outside the box. Do something crazy. Them crazy ideas we get, those are the things we need to go after. Those are the things we need to go after. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, cool. Disappear. Wow. I hit the wrong button. But I think I solved it. Because it's all like I feel like it all comes down to freedom. It all comes down to freedom. Yeah, I did that by accident. I meant to block him and I made him a moderator. That was funny. Hey, Christina, thank you. Appreciate that. Super Chat Squad. Said I stopped wasting money on what I thought I had to have, designer bags, designer clothes, etc. Now I have plenty of money for what I need and truly care about. Exactly. Thank you for the support, Christina. I appreciate that. Exactly. A lot of us, like, there are some people who, like, the issue is I'm not making enough money. But a lot of us, the issue isn't I'm not making enough money, it's I'm spending my money wrong. A lot of people, a lot of us comfortable making money, got some disposable. We're spending our disposable on this crazy stuff that they told us we need to have to impress other people. For what? It's all a game. They convince you you're not good enough, and the only way to be better is to buy this stuff and show the world you're better. It's not good enough to be successful. Everyone has to know you're successful. It's not good enough to be comfortable, be able to pay your bills, do the things you like to do. No. You have to spend your money so everybody knows it. Then it's real. It ain't real if it ain't on the gram. It's crazy. But once you can get past that, then you can really have the money to do the things you really want to do. Because if you're blowing all your money on things you really don't want to buy because you think you need to buy them to impress people, guess what? You're still going to be longing to do the things you really want to do. We all got stuff we really want to do. That does not go away when we blow our money on these superficial possessions. That longing is still there. So now you need even more money. You're making good money, but you're blowing it all on this other stuff. So you're like, dang, I need to make even more money so I can go do this. Like, nah, cut out the middle stuff, the crap. Spend your money on the things you really want to do. You'll be happier. If we gotta live in this society, thank you, Christina. If we gotta live in the society where we have to work to make money, you might as well take that money and do things you want to do. Use it to like help yourself out, as opposed to like playing the game with it. That don't help nobody but the rich. Hey, Joseph L. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you for the continued support, Joseph. Good to see you. Says the less you want, the more you have. Things like that sound cliche, but they're true. It's true. I mean, you can even think about your bank account. The less you want, the more you're going to have to bank. It's a beautiful life to not want a lot. Because people who want a lot are never happy. Because even when they get something, they want something else. They want more. But if you don't want a lot, you can mess around and get everything you want. Right? Bro, if you don't want a lot in life, you can mess around and accidentally get everything you want. Like, dang, I had about 5 wants on my list. I got all 5. Okay, cool. Now you just up. Whereas other people who want a lot, they're always trying to get more. And then when they get something, they need the newer model or the better. They see somebody else with something, because the reason they want so much is it's an itch you can never fully scratch, because you want not, we don't want, people who want a lot, it's not for themselves, it's to impress other people. So there will always be something bigger, better, faster, prettier. So even when you get the 2023 model, a year later, you're going to want the 2024 because you're going to see somebody else with it. But if you don't care, you say, man, I just need a car to get, where I need to go. You can do that. You can do that. And you're good. All you got to do is keep the Earl change dinner and, when it blows up, get another. You mean simple. It's simple, man. Exactly, Joseph. Yeah, Mark, I did a lot of impulse buying when I was drunk. Boy, I did a lot of drunk eBaying. When I was heavy in my comic book collecting days, I did a lot of drunk eBaying. Woo! Next morning, I'd be like, I bought what? Them little $30, $40 comic books add up when you didn't really want it. I spent $45 on what? A Flash number 215? Then I have to figure out why I wanted it. Why did you want that book? I would get in them drunk bidding wars on eBay. That was my thing. I would get in a bidding war and I'd be drunk and I'd be like, this person ain't gonna beat me. So I'd just put in like this high, it'd be like a $25 comic book. I'd put in $35, $40. Hey, you know what's crazy? When I was talking about that Stepford wife type woman that I saw the other day, she's walking by again. What time is it? All right, so I know what time that sounds very stalkerish. I'm like, I know what time she comes to the park. I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen, but it's funny. I see her again. Anyway. Martin, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the journey. Martin said, I have no desire to work a job. Simple life, low rent, drive a beater car. Yeah, man, it's bliss. It's bliss. I think a lot of times people think when we say stuff like that, we're just what somebody say the other day. Like, I get a lot of comments where people basically insinuate that I'm a minimalist because I'm broke or I'm poor. And it's just a way of trying to play it off. Oh, I'm not poor. I don't want stuff. And it's just like, bro, it's blissful to not have all that stuff. Broke or not broke, we ain't even discussing that. As a progression, I stopped wanting the big things, and now it is the little things like nail polish or hair product. When you can get, and here's the thing, that's a great point. You can get the same amount of satisfaction out of a little want that you got out of a big want. You can get the same amount of satisfaction out of a little want as a big want. The level of satisfaction we get is not proportionate to what it cost us. We like to think it would be. It's not. It's not. You can go out and buy the brand new Lexus and you get that rush and excitement. But yeah, somebody else could just want something small. Like, dang, I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna go to so-and-so and get my hair done. $50,000 car. $200, okay, $500 hair. You might get the same rush, if not a better one. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? Our minds are, we see things like so wrong sometimes. Your mind just sees a want, you got it, cool. Your mind don't know what money is like that. Your whatever dopamine or whatever, that it don't know about money. The little things, once you start like appreciating the little things, it's crazy how happy you can be without spending a ton of money. Sometimes it's just an experience. It's free. Dang, that's a nice park. I want to go to that park one day. You finally get to go to that park. Free. Free. And you get that same, feeling of accomplishment as if like you bought something that you were trying to buy for a long time. It's kind of like a mindset. You got to like reprogram yourself. Ashley checking in from Savannah. How you doing? By the way, folks, I'm going through the comments really quick. So if I miss any, it's not personal. Drew, I've not tried me personally, maybe others have. I've never tried a no spending month. I'm not that hardcore. You know what I mean? Like, I'll admit, I'm not an extreme minimalist. I kind of don't even like the term, but I'm not that hardcore. I mean, nothing wrong with a no spend. It's a cool little challenge, but for me, I'm like, it ain't that deep with me. Like, I don't really spend crazy money on anything anyway. So I'm like, I always say, minimalism to me is the things you need and a little more. One of the joys I get out of life is the little more. So like, I'm not gonna cut myself off from, my decaf Americanos and other little things I buy for fun. For me, like, what would I be getting out of it? So I've never done it, but I see a lot of people doing it on the internet. Those videos do very well. Troy, as soon as you pay off that mortgage, quitting your stressful career, getting a lower paying job. Nice. That's a plan. Hey, Journey. Hey, that's awesome, man. Awesome. Doing that seasonal work lifestyle now. Glad to hear you went on your first real hike. Yes. Making some friends already. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And thank you for the update. Shamori's got that 06 Civic. How you doing, Ruby? That's a good one, Jess. Would I buy this if no one was around to see it? If I couldn't show anybody this, would I buy it? That's a good question. That's a good one. I agree with that too, Aisha. I'm always saying, I think a lot of the extreme stuff, the extremes are the same. I think sometimes, look at how many possessions I have is the same game as, look at how many possessions I don't have. You're focused on the possessions too much. It's the same thing. You're doing it to show people. I've got a lot. I've got nothing. You know what I mean? If you don't have any possessions, because that's just how you roll, cool. But I think people get wrapped up in the let me show people how few possessions I have. That's the same game as let me show you how many I have. It's the same game. Different side of the same coin. Yeah, a couple people talking about FU money. Yeah, man. It's even good to have small amounts of FU money that I can quit my job and I got enough FU money to last a couple months till I get a new one. It ain't got to be big time FU money. It could be small time. I got enough to pay my bills for 3 months. Don't need this job. It can be small amounts of FU money. Joni, yeah, it's a possibility I would do van life one day. At the moment, I'm not going after that, but it's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, you can stack your coins up, quit a job, be free for a month or two, find another one. You know what I mean? Maybe do some remote work, maybe do some gig jobs, so you don't have to go back to a real job ever again. What I think about the anti-work movement, Martin, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We got to figure something out. Work's got to change. So, yeah, I'm all for it. TJ said, Tim, just wanted to hop on and thank you for your quiet quitting video. You're welcome. Spoke my mind to my boss and intentionally got fired. Yes, I love it. Now I'm playing music full time and making more and happier. Nice, exactly. Thank you, TJ, for giving us that story. Not taking it no more, cussed the boss out, got fired. Now you're doing something you love, making more money. I think a lot of times we think it ain't possible. It is possible. It's possible. That's awesome. Sarah says, you're inspiring, sir. Thank you. I'm outlining my website and 5-year plan because of you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I also quiet quit my job too. Nice. A lot of quiet quitting going on. A lot of quiet quitting going on. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. I'm about to quiet quit this coffee. Time to get some agua going. That's awesome, Sarah. Urban Lady checking in. Hello. Low key checking in. Christine, I have never really done any remote work. I have done some Googling just to see, what the potential was. And it seems like there's a lot of remote jobs out there. I think you just have to, do the research. Do the research, sift through the companies and find one that works for you. But there's a lot of them out there. Me happier than you. Cars are a big liability. One of the biggest liabilities people buy are cars. Car is not an asset typically. All it does is take money. Drive it off, especially a new car, you drive it off the lot, it depreciates instantly. A car is a big liability. A lot of times people's houses are a liability. F. Herrick, we are on track to retire by 45. We are on track. Totally on track. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are on track. I appreciate people asking me about that because, yeah. Keep me on my toes. Oh, we're on track. We're good. A lot of people don't think I'm going to make it. I'm not the slightest bit worried about it. 42. We got, 3 years? Well, 2.5 years maybe. Yeah, Martin, I cheer people on when they get fired. Let's go. I mean, if it's for the right reason. If you just, if you was stealing from the petty cash, well, I'm not cheering you on, sir, ma'am. But if you just I'm not taking it no more and they fire you, cool. Colin said, I need FU money so I can go live in Thailand. Hey, that's a dream. I was looking at what was the channel called? Phuket People or something. There's a guy from Scotland and his wife. I was looking at their channel today. I'm getting that itch, that Thailand itch. Getting that itch. I think I was telling somebody the other day, I think the next progression, okay, because, van life, RV life, that's big. But I think the RV life is going to start switching up because I've been, watching, I keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the nomadic community a little bit. It's getting harder and harder to find campgrounds. I've been, hearing people talking to a friend of mine, harder and harder to find campgrounds, more and more people doing this RV thing. I think we're going to see a lot more, homesteading. A lot of people trading in their RVs, selling their RVs, homesteading. And I think another big one will be living outside the country. As more and more people, realize, it can be done. You can have the same standard of living for way cheaper. I think that's going to be a big one. That's going to be the next big wave. People will be living outside the country. And I definitely would love to have some more information on deck. So when people are trying to do that, they go, hey, this Timothy Ward guy, he's out the country a lot. See what he says about it. But I think that's going to be another big one. Lori, I don't think we need 1 million. Did I say Super Chat Squad, Colin? Thank you. International Super Chat Squad. Thank you. I don't think. I think, okay, I'll say this. It's personal. If you think you need 1 million to retire, cool. I wouldn't stress myself trying to get 1 million. Especially when you factor in, the cost of living is not the same everywhere. So the fact that these articles and these blog posts come up, you need $1 million to retire. Come on. You need way more money if you're trying to retire in California than if you're trying to retire in Mississippi. So, you know what I mean? I say retire with what you can retire with. Try to, stress yourself out to reach these certain numbers. I don't know if that's the move. Jay's Chase Adventures. Ideals to make money when you only got a phone. Bro, I would be, you're doing YouTube, which is commendable, amazing. I would be doing TikTok, YouTube. Can you stream on Twitch on your phone? IG. Actually, I would be going for TikTok first. TikTok is the wave right now. TikTok is the wave. I tell everybody that. I'm a YouTube, YouTuber to my core. Been on YouTube over a decade. Been getting a check from YouTube for probably over a decade. But TikTok is the wave right now. Don't be mad at me, algorithm. Don't punish me, algorithm. But YouTube is the wave right now. Yeah. I'd be all over YouTube. I mean, TikTok, excuse me. TikTok is the move. This is kind of off topic, but I get this question a lot. Victor said, are you happy alone? How you keep up? Yes. You can be happy alone. I am happy alone. Here's the thing. There are sacrifices you have to make when you're in a relationship. And if I really ain't trying to make those sacrifices, I'm happy alone. You know what I mean? Like we have this idea, and I think it's programming, that you have to be, like, it's a crazy question. This is how I know it's programming. It's a crazy question. But it's because we've been taught, oh, you have to be with somebody to be truly happy. That's crazy. There are people who are with people who are miserable. There are people who are with people who are happy. There are people who are single who are miserable. There are people who are single who are happy. Being with someone is not, the factor. It's you. It's you. Happiness is internal. So if I was to date, is there some happiness that could come into my life that I couldn't get alone? Yeah. But can I still be happy at the same level? You know what I mean? Being with someone just adds a different level, just different opportunities for happiness. But it doesn't define your happiness. You know what I mean? I don't even think about dating. You know what I mean? I think if you're watching a lot of romantic stuff and listening to a lot of love music and all this other stuff, it's on your mind. So you think about it a lot. I mean, personally, I don't buy into all that stuff. It don't even cross my mind most days. I just live my life. I enjoy myself. I do things I love with people I love. If someone comes in my life that I think might be a potential partner, then I might think about it. But I don't go through life. I try not to go through life with a mindset of lack. So I don't see single as missing something. I see me as a complete human being. And if something else comes to it, that'd be like saying, can you be happy without Alexis? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's just a different way of living, to have a mate. You can be happy with somebody, you can be happy without somebody. So for me, it ain't even something I think about. And I feel if you can get to that place, then yeah, you living your life. You ain't got time to, if it happens, it happens. So yeah, you can definitely be happy. Kaz, I never had student loan debt. No, I didn't go to college. Reno, keeping your vehicle for seasonal jobs, if you want to, cool, but you don't have to. It does give you more freedom at a seasonal job. But I did seasonal work for 3 years or so with no car. And honestly, it was pretty cool to have no attachment. You know what I mean? There was something cool about, I didn't have to worry about, how am I going to drive there? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Now, all I had to do was hop on the Greyhound, hop on, a train, but whatever, get to the job. I didn't have to worry about anything. I had all I had was my phone bill and my insurance. There was something freeing to that. So kind of either way. Lee says living in trees is next. Okay. Martin, I think college is one of those things that we need to all think for ourselves about. I think now everybody just assumes you have to go. And I think college works for some people and doesn't work for a lot of people. So I just think it's kind of one of those personal things. You have to figure out for yourself and not just believe what, teachers and guidance counselors and parents are telling you, but you got to really think for yourself. Rico, you saw this 20 years ago? Yeah, a lot of people moving out west. And the next one's going to be way down south. Mexico is going to be popping soon. Greg, I don't really have a personal savings rate. Or a rate I think is ideal. I just, my saving strategy was, you know, I knew how much when I was getting paid weekly, say, I knew how much I had to take out of my check every month for bills, took that out. Whatever was left over, I probably took about half through in savings. The rest I blew. You know what I mean? Like that was always my strategy. So I've never really had percentages. I just kind of played it by ear each month, each week or whatever. Lee, you have some interesting questions, but I feel like I've been ignoring you, so I'm gonna answer this one, Lee. Shout out to Lee, that's my boy. No, I'm not a guru. Lee asks questions that don't put question marks on the end of them. That is a good question. Where does all the retirement money go to when I guess it goes to their kids? It probably goes to pay their funeral. If you die before you spend your retirement money, I guess it goes to your kids. Actually, Crypto Johnny, I don't have a lot of good ideas for TikTok. My brain is long form, so it's hard for me to come up with video ideas for 30 to 90 seconds. My brain is wired totally different, so that's why I don't do a lot of TikTok, because my brain, it's a different wavelength. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to learn to do more short. That's why I don't do a lot of YouTube shorts either. It's just a different kind of brainwave. Yeah, Bayou Jewel, do things you love with people you love. That's what it's about. Like that's my motto. I'm gonna get that tattooed tomorrow. Anthony checking in from Maui. I see you. Why did my chat jump like that? Where we at? The chat just jumped on me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, Tony, thank you. Tony coming through, Super Chat Squad. I appreciate that. Said shout out from the Cayman Islands. Okay, here we go. What is the longest length of time you have not worked in salary job? The longest I went without working, probably maybe like 4 months, I think. Well, hold on. Probably 4. It's weird because like when I was in Bozeman, I think I stopped working at the resort in 2021 in like end of April. And honestly, I don't think I worked a real job again for a while, but I was working like temp stuff. But I think I went May, June, July, August, September. Like, I don't think I worked a real job again until February, actually. But I was doing like, I was doing some temp stuff in between. I did a little gig work, and I was doing the, for GigWorks. That's the name of the app. So I was working with them. So it wasn't full time, but I was, working, a couple days a week. But yeah, I feel like I worked somewhere else in between there. But I know definitely from October to February, I didn't work. And then I worked at the Grand Canyon for a little bit. Super Chat Squad, thank you. More Fortune. I don't know how they monetize on TikTok. I'm not sure because I'm not nowhere near. I have 178 followers on TikTok. Pathetic. Blessed though. Blessed for those 178. I'm not really sure how they do it, but I'm assuming you get to a certain level, then I'm sure it's ads or something. I don't know. I have to get there. Laura, you should definitely go to Thailand. Diane checking in. My average monthly expenses, Doug, just went up. They used to be very low. Now I have rent and utilities and power bill and So I don't even know what it is because I haven't. Ask me in a week because I'll know what I have to pay. But they just went way up. But I'm not mad at doing that for a year or so. There's a lot of benefits come from me having a home base now. So the sacrifice is I have to pay more money a month, but it's worth it for what I'm able to do. Things I wasn't able to do before. Scotty, yeah, I know Kiki from the Upgrade. That's a great YouTube channel. Check out Kiki from the Upgrade. I wouldn't call her a clone of me. She definitely has her own. Kiki, like, there's a couple of videos I got coming out that she inspired me. I love Kiki's channel from the Upgrade. Yeah, check her out. She's yeah. She's doing very, like, she knows about finances and stuff. Like she's rent hacking, think she's got a house and like she rents the rooms out to her family. So like she ain't really got no house note. Like Kiki knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She definitely ain't a clone of me. She's doing way better than me financially. Nah, Tony, I don't have a job right now. No. Yeah, Aisha, if you say you're going to quit your job, everybody gets all worked up. I don't understand. Mexico is lowering the number of Americans it allows in? Really? I got to look that up. Kara, I drive a Prius. I got to look that up. Why would Mexico lower the amount of Americans that could come in? your cousin got upset about my video, and she ain't got no job, pays no rent. Maybe she didn't want other people honing in on her space. If everybody quits their job, everybody be living like me. This is my gig. I agree, Steven. I think we do a lot of blaming, and I think a lot of it comes from, where we get kind of sensitive and, we get our feelings hurt and then we want to blame. Nah, I think it's, accountability. Accountability. If I'm down, it's my fault. I got to figure out how to get up. Yeah, I know a lot of people who blame the job. This stupid job won't let me do so. Leave. You can't blame the job if you stay. You took the job. If you stay, it's on you. Especially now when there's so many, in some places. Whenever I say this, someone's always like, where I'm at, there ain't no jobs. In some places, there are tons of jobs. For example, in the Denver metro area, where I'm currently at, tons of jobs. But yeah, it's like, it's kind of on you. You blaming everybody else. Kyle, I don't know the best way to invest. I have my thoughts, but I'm not a financial advisor. So, that's the ultimate question. If there was one best way to invest, everybody would be making money. So, like, that's the ultimate question. Drew said, any advice on asking my bosses for an unpaid sabbatical? I truly like my job. Would love to take 5 to 6 months off to travel and reset. I love to come back after that, though. I think that's just going in and asking them, Drew. You know what I mean? That's right there. I'd schedule a meeting and go in and say, hey, I love my job. I definitely want to work here, but I just kind of feel like I need about, 5 months off to recharge. Does the company have, or maybe go to HR first. Go to HR. Hey, is there any, basis for anything like this in the company? Some companies have stuff like in the books for you to do that, but no one ever asks about it. Because sometimes the bosses don't even know. Maybe go to HR, or if not, I would just ask. I mean, it don't hurt to ask. If they say no, nothing's changed. Like, all right, like I said, I love my job. I'm here, but I just wondered if I could. When I spent a summer in Alaska, one of my friends up there, she wanted to come work in Alaska, thought she couldn't, but she was like, I'm gonna ask. And she went, and her company had a program. They're like, oh yeah, you can do that. So she couldn't do the whole summer. I think she did like 3 months, but she went to Alaska for 3 months, had a wonderful time, came right back to her job. She'd have never known that if she hadn't asked. Like, she almost didn't ask, but she's like, I'm gonna do it. And they were like, yeah, sure, we got a program to do that. Yeah, we'll just hire a temp to do your job. You can come back. You know what I mean? House hacking. Yes, that's what we're talking about. House hacking. I said rent hacking. House hacking. A fair amount to rent a room from a family member. I think it depends on the area, the house, the size of the room. Ladies first. Oh, okay, Anthony. I'm gonna look into that. Americans are raising the cost of living. Oh, okay. Paul says tons of jobs in Ohio. Hey, if you can make money with sports and esports betting, I say go for it. I don't knock nobody's hustle. Even if I don't agree with it. I don't knock it. You know, I can't knock how anybody else pays their bills, even if I don't agree with it. How does somebody get money fast? That's a hard one. Like, what do you need the money fast for? You know, I think you run into trouble when you try to get money fast. That's when you run into trouble. That's how they get you, because you start taking a risk you normally wouldn't make. I feel like if you're trying to get some money, the faster you try to get it, the more likely you are to not get it or to lose something. You know? Scotty, I'm in a great mood today, man. I did a lot of adulting this morning. Took care of a lot of stuff I had to do. You know, just moving into a new place is all kind of stuff you got to do. So, yeah, I'm in a great mood. Lunch, I had I had some leftover Chinese food. Tonight I got steak, though. Already got. We're going to air fry some steak tonight. Already got it in the refrigerator. Sarah said there's jobs in East Tennessee. I tell you, there's jobs everywhere. I was watching a Gary Vee interview today, and he was like, forget about the great resignation. Nobody's talking about the great nobody's going to apply. You know what I mean? And he's talking about the younger generation now. He's like, the kids now, they don't have this mindset of go out and get a job. The kids now, the people they look up to are the influencers, the content creators, you know, the entrepreneurs. This next generation coming up, you think nobody wants to work now? This next generation coming up, that's going to be a backup plan. That's going to be a backup plan. That's going to be akin to suicide, going and getting a regular job. These kids are going to be applying for jobs. Come on, these kids grew up watching Mr. Beast. These kids don't care about, you know, we looked up to like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. These kids don't care about business like that. They trying to hop on the internet and do something on their own. They're not going to be applying to work at the Taco Bell when they're in high school. If they apply to work at the Taco Bell, it's going to be for the content. I worked at Taco Bell for 24 hours and hated it. These kids ain't trying to work. These kids ain't trying to go to college for 5 years. Stop. What? No. Nah. The great not even going to apply signation. It's coming up. That was a horrible word. They all can't be winners, folks. Hey, Drew. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you. So thanks, Tim. These live streams definitely lift me up. Glad to hear it. Thanks for your insights. We have a beautiful community here. We definitely do. Super Chat Squad. Thank you, Drew, for always coming through, showing love, good comments, being a good part of the community. Thank you. Definitely a good community here. I say this all the time. So blessed to have y'all in my life. So thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you, Drew. What do I have with my steaks? I might go to the store and get some potato salad. I'm thinking potato salad. Yeah. Oh, Tariq, you live in your car, need to pay the storage unit. Oh, I don't know how to. Yeah, it's hard to get money fast like that. You can sell plasma. Maybe sell some plasma. I know some people done that. Angela, yes, some if you're asking the jobs in this area, yeah, some of them are full-time, decent jobs with benefits. Yes, yes, yeah. I know because I had one for like a week and a half and then I quit when I first got here because like I was waiting for the apartment to come open and I wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, I just want to sit in hotel rooms all day. So I got me a job and I worked for like a week and a half. Yeah, there are a lot of decent jobs, you know, for what I consider decent benefits, you know. Yeah, that in this area, yes, yes, especially if you're willing to, you know, like I'm in the hospitality industry. If you're willing to be in hospitality, you can make some money. You can make some money. Yeah. Mystical said no one's applying for the jobs in Utah. I'm telling you, there's jobs out here, man. Jobs out here. Now, some places I realize there's not because there's probably like more people, but you have a lot of places that like there's more jobs than people. They're already like the Denver area was already like that. The Denver area already was like more jobs than people. Because more people are moving here, brings in more jobs. But now with the you know the Great Resignation, ain't nobody trying to work. Man, there's jobs, man. There's jobs. Hey, Aisha, thank you. Super Chat Squad. I think that's actually a Super Chat train. Super Chat train. Okay, cool. Aisha, thank you for the continued support, being a great member of this community. I know you want to leave work early today. You haven't said that in a while. You still working, Aisha? I said potato salad on me. Hey, yes, we're gonna get the good potato salad now. I was going to get that Walmart potato salad. We might go by Safeway. I was about to say Whole Foods. Nah, we ain't that bougie. We ain't that bougie yet. I walk in the Whole Foods. I feel, I don't know. You ever walk in the store, he's like, this ain't me. This ain't you, Tim. Thank you, Aisha. Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Super Chat Trade. Thank you. Crappy bosses that give employees crap when they quit. See, Steven, I ain't never had a boss like that because when I quit, I just walk out the door. I quit with style. I just don't come back. I just like they can't give me crap. I just leave. Like, what are they gonna do? My bosses usually call me and be like, "Hey, Tim, please, can we get you to come back? What can we do? Tim, what can we do?" I'm like, "It's too late. I'm in my pajamas now." I just leave. Not saying this is the way to be. This is not financial advice. They call, you know, I'll be in my pajamas. I done already took a shower, washed that job off me, washed that man right out of my hair, washed that job right out of, yeah, I'm in my PJs. They call, Tim, what can we do? I can't help you. Hire somebody new. What can we do, Tim? You can hop on Indeed.com, get somebody else because I'm done. So yeah, I don't, they don't have time to give me crap. See, infinite access, different view here. See, it says way happier broke and with the girl than rich and lonely. That's the paradox, though. It's not the money that attracts high quality girls. The purpose of it's that purpose-driven life. I agree. Like different things attract different people. We got to stop this narrative that like all women want money. That ain't true. Mr. Nelson is in the military. Okay. Got you a lifetime job or a long-term job. The post office is hiring. I was in there today. They got all kinds of flags waving out front. The post office is hiring. I'm this close, folks. I'm this close. I've always wanted to work. I love boxes. I work for FedEx. I work for UPS. I'm this close just to do it. Just for funsies onesies. Yeah, the post office is hiring. Vol Pixiful. Hopefully I said that name right. Thank you, Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Pixelful, Vol Pixelful. Appreciate that. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. Yeah, Kim, I've quit on lunchtime before. Oh yeah. I quit. I was leading. I was driving the whole crew around. I dropped them off at lunch, left the keys in the van, left. The crew came back from lunch, got in the van. And like, Tim, his keys is here, his radio's here. I was at the house. Can't do it. That probably wasn't the best thing to do. Kids, don't do like Tim does. Unless you have to, unless your stress level. But that day I was about to fight somebody. So I had to leave. That day I was about to fight somebody. He literally, like, I'm not exaggerating, I was this close to fight. Like, I wanted to fight somebody that day. I had to get up out of there. Honestly, me and the dude was like face to face, and if he made one more move, because I was fine. I had bail money. I had bail money on me, so I was fine. I'm old school. If I got bail money, I'm not scared to go to jail in one of these little small, seasonal work towns. I ain't scared. It might have been a different situation if I'd been like downtown Denver. I might be like, I ain't trying to be in Denver County Jail on no Wednesday. But it was just a lot going on. Dude kind of stepped to me. I got bail money. I think I can take this dude. I was mad enough. I took him. So I had to get up out of there. So I just left. Because I'm not a violent person, but he would have got all of these hands. That boy would have got hands. You feel me? So like I was like, man, let me get up out of here. The boss cuss you out, Steven? Nah, see, I would have just started right there. As soon as they start cussing, I'm out. Mr. Nelson said they need school bus driver. Ooh, I don't know if school bus drivers, I don't know if I want to, wish that on anybody. I'll be honest. The reason we was came close to blows, you can guess. It was over a female. And it wasn't that, whatever was happening. It was that he felt the need to try to like make little comments about it, be snarky about it, be disrespectful about it. And it's just like, Like, I've been living the seasonal worker lifestyle a while, so you know how it goes. You don't lose your girl, you lose your turn. You don't lose your guy, you lose your turn. So that's just the game. But you're not gonna be like disrespectful. Like, you ain't gonna be crazy. You're not gonna. You do what you do. It is what it is. You see, sometimes you knock homie, sometimes homie knocks you. You see him in the hallway, is what's up. Like, that's the game. But when you try to like, like whatever about it, like, bruh, like, nah, nah. And then just like, real disrespectful. And then like the big part was like, he was doing all this little, shady stuff and saying stuff and moving a certain way. And then he walked up on me and was like, what's the problem, Tim? What's the problem? First, what he did, he looked around. And then he rolled up on me. Like, he looked around to see who was around. Like, I don't know about you, but if me and you were somewhere and you look around before you roll up on me, that means you're already thinking about the fade, right? You've seen dudes do that, and chicks too. Like, they'll look around, make sure nobody else is around, they're in the clear. Then, you know what I mean? So when he did that, it was already go time. You know what I'm saying? He looked around like, all right, is anybody watching? And he rolled up on me. And then he was like, hey, Tim, what's the problem? Like, do we have an issue? Come on, bro. Them are fighting. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's, nah, you don't get to do that. So that's why he about one more move. I was like, I'll be honest with you. And then we'll get back to our regular schedule program. I'm a lot more enlightened now, ladies and gentlemen. But he was giving out all the signals that it was about to be something. And that's why I was like, all right, where am I at? I'm like, oh, this little bitty town. They probably got 2 jail cells. They'll put us in separate ones. I got bail money on me. I'll be fine. So he had like one more move. I was actually, I'm not going to hold you. I was hoping he swung on me because this dude was about to get all of it. But I think he thought he was going to like bully me. And I was just like, nah, bro, like we can get to it. Like we can get to it right here. Not to mention, I got way more friends up here. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it was, I was like, man, I was done. Let me get up out of here. Let me get up out of here. But it's usually over, most fights usually over. Yeah, it's just like somebody, yeah, Angela, just like if a chick's walking up to you and she's pulling her earrings off, it's go time. It's go time. You know, so when he did that little look around, I'm like, oh, homie's on this type of time. All right, I got there quick. I told you I'm not a violent person at all, but if it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? But I could tell, like, he didn't think I was gonna come with that energy, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't let the frail frame fool you. We can do this. And he just kind of, you know. Scotty, I don't know anything about basketball, so I couldn't tell you. People ask me a lot who's gonna win. I don't even know who's playing. All I know is May 6th, the WNBA season starts again. I've been watching old rerun games to get hype. That's all I know. Bet on the Phoenix Mercury. That's all I know. Yeah, man. Don't let nobody walk up on you if they doing the look around. By the way, the whole time I was telling that story, there was a dude in the car next to me just like watching me. That's why when I said the look around, I couldn't do like this because I would have been staring him in the eye. There's a dude in the car next to me who was watching me the whole time. He was just like, because him and his girlfriend walked around, they came back to the car. He was looking at me like, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to tell a story here. It's a good one too. Hey, Kim, thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Says we have to keep our bail money. Hey, thank you, Kim. Kim Connick, 7136. I appreciate the support. Super Chat Squad, thank you. Yeah, man. That's some of that old school back when I was in the bar all the time. That was something we used to always say. Like, bro, we got bail money on us, bro. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't even say, hey, man. You know what I mean? Like, it was on, it's on. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. That's going in the bail money. See, I'm a changed man. So, like, this was only 3 years ago, Tim. Stop. You know, we try not to have bail money these days. Everybody goes to jail once. That's all I'm saying. Everybody goes to jail once. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, DT's gonna play this season. I saw her. Y'all know I follow Sophie Cunningham on like all social media. So today was media day. So they were taking pictures and stuff. DT was there. She did not look very happy. Dana Taurasi, she ain't with all that pictures and all, you know, I mean, you know, but it was sad that Brittany Griner wasn't in the pictures, but you know, prayers. Didn't do it. Go for it. Said I'm planning to leave my much hated 9 to 5 in 2 months after saving enough to survive for the next 6 months. Nice. Only do part-time after that. Nice. Good luck. Ricky says, question for you, bro. They say money brings happiness. Is that true? Can you be happy barely making it by? Are all millionaires happy? Let's start from the bottom. All millionaires are not happy. And you can just, you know, so many rich people have said it about their friends. Like, all millionaires are not happy. I mean, this is, come on, like, bro, you think Kanye West is happy? He's a billionaire. You think Will Smith is happy right now? Millionaire. You know what I mean? So, like, money doesn't change problems. Like, we got this idea that, like, money gets rid of problems. It doesn't. So all millionaires aren't happy, you know? I think money in some situations can add to happiness. If I'm broke and I get some money and it gets me up to this level of comfort, yeah, I'm happier. But once you get to that level where a lot of us are at, where we have enough money to pay our bills and things of that nature, once you get to that level of comfort and then maybe you have some money in the bank, you got some investments going, they've done studies on this. Like, the money doesn't make, like, it, once you've solved your money problems, I mean, it's logical. Yeah, if you've got money problems, like a lot of debt or you're broke, money will solve those and make you happier. But once you have enough money to solve your money problems, the money doesn't magically, like, it don't do nothing for your other problems. Money solves money problems. It don't solve your other problems. So if you got other problems, money ain't gonna do nothing for it. And I think you can be happy barely making it if you're, like, making it. You know what I mean? If you're making it, but just barely, if you're making it, I think you can be happy. If you're not making it, it's hard. But if you're making it, you can be happy if you, like, grateful to be making it. You know? One of the things I love about going to other countries is like they don't have the same like consumeristic, materialistic view of life as we do in this country and a lot of other Western countries. So like a lot of people I saw or interacted with in other countries did not have a lot of money, but they were just like, as long as I got enough money to like eat and have a roof over my head, they were content. They were happy. We're not, you know, we're taught that, oh, you gotta have, it's not enough. Like in our culture, it's not enough to survive. You have to survive in like style. You have to survive and ball out. But there are a lot of people around the world just barely making it and are happy because they have their family, you know, they have their health, they have the important things. Like they don't see money like we see it. So yeah, good questions. Yeah, I'm glad I'm a changed person, Kim. Exactly. Yes, I'm definitely man. If you'd seen me in my 20s, we was first to fight, like craziness. Yeah, Joseph. I think after like 75,000, there's not really that lot of, you know. The more money you make, it doesn't make your happiness go up that much proportionately. Like, I mean, what are you gonna buy? Crystal said, I've been a caretaker for many miserable millionaires. Learn a lot in that line of work. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's money doesn't solve non-money problems. So like, if I'm a millionaire and no one in my family cares about me, I can't make them care about me. That's going to be an issue that is going to make me unhappy. If I'm a millionaire and I'm insecure about how I look, money won't change that. That's a lot of this internal stuff is our problem. But instead, we spend our time trying to get money and the external. And then we wonder why when we get the money, we're still not happy. Because you didn't fix the internal. But on the other side of the coin is people that work on the internal and are happy even without the money. So they don't have to go out and chase the money. Scotty, appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Black, I like that. Black Gandhi. I'm not saying broke people are happier. I'm saying happy people are happier. You know, here's the thing. You can see where our minds are. You can see where our minds are. We're all about rich, broke, money, no money. And we just throw happiness in the question. No, it's happy or not. It's happy or not. Happy people are happier. Some of them are broke. Some of them have money. Miserable people are miserable. Some of them are broke. Some of them have money. The discussion in our minds, we always throw money in the mix because we've been taught to look at it that way. It's like, no, we should be looking at the happy. Like we should every day go through life and instead of being like, oh, that person's got money. That person's got money. That person's broke. We should be like, that person look happy. What is she doing? That's how we should view the world. Every time you see somebody look happy, I wonder what they're doing. But instead, we're programmed to like, you know, somebody pulls up in a nice car. Dang, I want that car. Somebody pull a nice watch on. Oh, I want that watch. Happy person walk past us. We like, we should be looking at people and be like, what makes her happy? What makes him happy? I need to do that. Hey, T Hardy 9. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Says, thanks for your wisdom and knowledge. I've been watching your videos nonstop. Yes. So we love to hear. For several reasons. T Hardy 9. Super Chat Squad. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Glad you enjoyed the videos. We got a lot of them. It's always funny to me. Like sometimes I'll be posting my video somewhere. So I have to go to one of my videos to get the link. You know, if I want to post it on like Reddit or something. I don't spam on Reddit, but occasionally I'll join a conversation and put my video there. So and a lot of times I'll open like a private window, pull up YouTube, pull my one of my videos up. And like, it's always funny to me to see all of my videos come up on the side. And you know what I mean? It's just weird to be looking at a video of yourself and then see on the side, like 12 videos of you recommended. which is actually good to do because it's good to see what other people see. So I can actually it helps me with like my thumbnails, because some of them I'll look at and be like, oh, that was crap. That's a horrible thumbnail. Change that. Because there's some videos that I did years ago that for some reason the algorithm now is recommending, and it lets me see, and it helps to see that. But it's always weird to see like all these videos. I'm like, dang, Tim, you got a lot of videos. You've been putting in work. T. Hardy, thank you. Pierre Angeline said, I feel like you need to be a millionaire to see a dentist. Wish that would change. That's another reason people are going to start going outside the country. I told you, all my friends who got money or their parents got money, they know about some of them know about the Mexico dentist game. They don't go to the dentist in the U.S. when they need major stuff done. They go down south. They go out the country. Lori, it does not matter that you're a white woman. No. No. But I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Joseph coming through again. Thank you, Joseph. Super Chat Squad, Super Chat Train. Just want to say how much I appreciate you, Tim. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. This channel and the people in this chat. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. That means a lot. Please know, that the kind words hit me deeply. And honestly, when I'm in the chat, we go quick, keep it going. But there's days when I'm, just taking a walk or I'm laying in bed that I'm amazed and moved at the love, like for real. So thank you. I'm not going to get choked up. They're like, he about to go there. I'm not doing it. Hey, Zuri, sending love as a happy person. Thank you. I'm accepting it, sending it back to you. Yeah, I'm happy, man. I just want everybody to be happy, bro. Like John wearing the Live Free shirt in Mammoth. Yeah, getting compliments about it. It's a conversation starter. Okay. I need to pull mine out. Start sending people to the merch store. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Hey, appreciate that, John. Just send them to the channel. Adam goes to the Philippines for dental work. Yeah, man. People going to start realizing it, especially when people start getting really broke. Okay, if this inflation thing does what I think it might do, people are going to start Googling. People's going to start getting broke. I don't wish broke on nobody, but if it happens, people are going to start Googling and people are going to realize, you know what? Instead of me paying $2,000 a month for this apartment and being apartment poor and not being able to take care of anything, I could go to another country, spend $800 on rent, especially with people working remotely. That the remote work is what's going to be the big thing. The remote work. When people realize, oh, I don't have to be in the States to work this job and make the same money. I can go somewhere where the cost of living is way lower, drastically lower, have the same apartment pretty much, but still have $1,000, $1,500 left over at the end of the month to do dental and all this other stuff. That's what's going to get people moving. I should have mentioned that earlier, the remote work part of it. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, the chat's popping today. Wody checking in from Puerto Rico. So from Alabama to Africa, let's go. Who was that? Somebody reached out to me on IG yesterday about something, about somewhere in Africa, about trying to get a group to go. Yeah. Africa is definitely on the list. People ask me about Africa all the time. The only reason I kind of get if people ask me about Africa because they think it's a good place to go in general, let's talk about it. But if people ask me about Africa, you gonna go live in Africa just because I'm black? I'm like, okay. Like, I don't feel obligated to go to Africa because I'm black. I want to go to Africa because it's an awesome continent I don't know nothing about. And I think I could live good over there. But when people be like, you ain't been to Africa yet, bruh? I'm like, I don't have this obligation to go to Africa just because I'm black. Y'all got to stop that. Hey, Lori, thank you. Says, be happy. Yes. I appreciate that. Super Chat Squad. I think that might be Super Chat Train. Thank you, Lori. And yeah, that's what it's about, is happiness, man. Like, what is going on over here? It's like a traffic jam, but no traffic. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lori. Hey, don't worry, be happy. Let's go. Josh, Ghana is on the list, man. Ghana is on the list. We just got to knock some other places out first, you know. Knock some other places out. Yeah, I had a long talk when I was going to is it Dulles Airport, Washington, D.C.? It was like a 45-minute drive from where I was, my hostel in Washington, D.C. Did not realize. See, I didn't got so used to the Uber game. I used to always check and see how far away from my hotel, the airport or bus station I was leaving from was. I didn't got so lazy with the Airbnb, with the Uber game, that when I was in Washington, D.C., I did not check and see how far the airport was from my hostel. And it ended up being 45 minutes. And my plane left at like 4 in the morning or like 5 in the morning. And I was like, I'm not trying to be hailing an Uber at like 3 o'clock in the morning going to the airport. So I went the night before. you know what I mean? I was in a city I wasn't familiar with. I ended up going at like 8 o'clock the night before because it was still daylight. I'm like, if I'm being an Uber for 45 minutes, I want it to be daylight. In case something pop up. You never know. So I just went the day before and spent the whole night at the airport, which was cool. But my Uber driver was from Ghana, and he was giving me game on like going to Ghana. So yeah, we exchange information and everything. I tell you, yeah, he said, if you're American with money in Ghana, you got it made. Yeah, William, that's that Target water. Yeah, man. Leland said, love your vibes. Thank you. Yeah, man, we try to put good vibes, good energy, positivity out there. What is this? Like a dog walker gang over here. But yeah, man, I just sit in the park and judge people. I'm not judging people. I'm just looking. Comfort Zone Studio says, have a happy meal in Happyville, but stay away from the happy pills. Okay, I see you with the bars. I see you. Speaking of which, Saturday, the Saturday stream is probably gonna be an early one because there's a huge battle rap event Saturday. Saturday is day 7. There's a huge battle rap event Saturday, so the stream's gonna be early. I think I'm gonna do a sobriety stream Saturday, and it'll probably be earlier in the day. After 1:30, don't call my phone. Huge battle rap event Saturday. I can't wait. I don't have a favorite state. I try not to pick favorites. It's always funny to me that like we like to narrow things down to favorites, best, all that. I feel like every state has its pros and cons, you know? So Rose said, do you want to do a 30-day streak? I don't know. Like, I feel like a 30-day streak, I don't know if there's enough benefit in a 30-day streak to keep doing it. I feel like you can do it long enough to where people lose interest, you know? And I don't know. This is like, because I'm trying to figure out the behind the scenes benefits. Like, how does the algorithm react to it? You know, will people continue? Will people continue to watch? Will it be beneficial? Or will people be like every single day with this dude? So there's that, but then you also got to factor in like the algorithm. How will the algorithm, respond to it? So I don't know. 30 days might be too much, and I'd probably be wore out. But we're gonna see what the 7 days does. Jay, he said, what are your thoughts on joy? Do you feel like joy is better than happiness? I feel like they're the same thing, just different words. Potato, Hey, Queenie, thank you. Super Chat Squad. Yes, Queenie coming through. Oh, I love that. I don't think I've seen that sticker before. Y'all know pink is my jam. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And like I said yesterday, I watch a lot of Star Trek. So green women. Oh, the old Star Trek. Remember the green dancing women? Okay. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. I appreciate that. Thank you. And love the sticker. They need to make it so creators can save these stickers somewhere. I love this. That's good. I like that sticker. That's amazing. If I ever saw that in real life, I say I'd never get married, but if I saw a woman like that in real life, oh, pink hair turns into a heart. Oh, I'm done. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you. See, you get when you get excited about the little things like a sticker, you'd be happy all the time. This is why I'm happy. The little things make me happy. John said, have you ever felt connected to another country or part of a landmass across the world? I feel like Thailand really spoke to me. Yeah, I feel like Thailand really spoke to me. Hey, bum with the phone. I appreciate you watching all the streams. Thank you. Oh, Enigma, you like them old battles. You like them old. Okay. Man, there's I mean, respect to Sirius Jones versus Murder Mook, but like there's to me, there's so many better battles, like, you know, respect to the classics, but like, come on, man. Like, hey, come on, man. There's been some battles since then that, you know, you got to tap in. You gotta get the app. I got the app. I got the URL TV app. $8.99 a month. But like, you know what I mean? I support. Jessica J, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Super Chat Squad, thank you. Let me hold on. Hang on 1 second. I'm not done. I had to roll my windows up. There's people standing next to me. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Coming through. JJ. Oh, Pierre. Okay, appreciate that. PayPal Squad. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. My phone's in my pocket. I'll pull it out later. I'll send you a message back on that. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you. Pierre, not Pierre. Pierre. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. Much love. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Disaster just had a battle, Adam, where he had to like rap one of the rounds in Spanish. Because he was battling a guy from Mexico. And the guy from Mexico had to do a round in English, and Disaster had to do one in Spanish. Disaster's always pushing the envelope, man. Say what you want about him. He's always pushing the envelope. Yeah. Next week I gotta throw some more videos up into the mix. You know, we're gonna find that perfect balance. Streams and videos. You know, I'm gonna figure the algorithm out. I'm already figuring some stuff out. That you know, that's why sometimes people give me advice and I'll be like, nah, that ain't true. We are I just let it go. Keith, the days treat me wonderful, man. Did a lot of adulting today, took care of a lot of business I had to take care of. Pretty much got all the stuff done I think I needed to get done with the move in and changes of address and all that type of stuff, you know. So I think I'm good. I do need to take my car to get an oil change. And I think that's my last like adulting thing. And pay rent next week. Into this next week. But that's the last like adulting thing I had to do. So yeah. Yeah, Michelle, I'm learning the algorithm, man. You learn. You know, that's what and everyone has beliefs about people always telling me algorithm stuff, and I'd be like, all right, you know, I know the moves I'm making. I see the love from the algorithm. Hey, fat, lonely, old, homeless bum with phone. That's not me calling somebody that. That's the name, folks. Don't jump on me. FLOHB with the phone. Coming through. Super Chat Squad. Thank you. Says coffee on day 7 stream. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love, all the support today, ladies and gentlemen. I got to say it one more time. Fat, lonely, old, homeless bum with a phone. That's all you need. Sounds like a great life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Super Chat Squad. Hey, we got a Super Chat Trey, retired 2019. I appreciate it, sir. Appreciate your presence here. So, Tim, as you know, I retired at 56. It's been 2.5 years with no regrets. I live a simple life. Money is a tool. Exactly. Thank you. Super Chat Squad. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's why, like, I feel like in the past I was guilty of maybe like slightly demonizing money. And that's why these days I try to be like, yeah, it's not going to buy you happiness you think it's going to buy you. Money is definitely a tool, though. And you can use that tool if you know. That's what I'm like learn about money. Then you can use the money that you make when you put your time and energy in at these jobs to get the life you want. And to be able to do something like retire at 56 and live your life. Live a good life. So, yeah. Money's a tool. It's not the be all end all. It's a tool. If you're trying to build a house, just having a bunch of hammers, you know what I mean? Like, you try to build a house, you try to do some carpentry work, it doesn't, you know, you just show up with a crate full of hammers. You got to learn how to use the hammers. You don't need that many. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, when people just like, oh man, I just want to get all this money, it's like, you need to learn about money, what you're going to do with the money. Because if you get a lot of money and blow it, you're better off not having the money. Or about the same, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Super Chat Train. Thank you, Retired 2019. Thank you. She's strange and I like it. Hello. Hey, Keith, as long as you're making enough, you know. That's awesome. Jane got to retire at 48. Nice. Money allowed me to retire early with zero debt. Nice. Don't own a lot of stuff. Invested well. Yes. Because you see, you took the money and you did the right stuff with it. You know? You know me, I'm always looking around. I'm always got my head on the swivel. They do, Lori, you need to teach kids about money in school, but they don't want to. Like, it doesn't fit the agenda, you know? You make a lot more money when people don't know what to do with their money. Good book on personal finance is Poverty Prepping, How to Put Away for Tomorrow When You Can't Eat Today. I like that. Who's that? Susan Gregerson? I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you for that, Jeanette. Poverty Prepping. Okay. I like that. Oh, that'd be a great video title. Poverty Prepping. Oh, I can already see the views. Head on a swivel. Aisha, yeah, I run into subscribers in person at seasonal jobs a lot. But I told you, I was at the Grand Canyon and some lady walked up on me. She was like, are you the guy from YouTube? Like, she was literally on the phone and stopped and was like, that's why it blew my mind. Because, like, she was on the phone and we just passed each other. And she was like, wait, are you the guy from YouTube? She was like, you're not, are you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I have a channel. She's like, I'll call you back. Like, and we had like an hour conversation. We walked around. It was cool. So that one blew my mind because it's like, it wasn't like I was somewhere and she like had time to, like, we literally were passing each other. Because we were talking about Kiki from the upgrade. She was like, oh, a girl I follow talked about you. And she pulled the phone out and showed me the video that had me in it on Kiki's channel. Go follow Kiki. The upgrade is the channel name. That's why I knew she like knew. It wasn't like she was like, oh, yes, I'm not. She was like, she knew the video. That was crazy. The library is a good place to get free resources, but I feel like the internet's even better, Jess. Like, you can look it up on your phone. Like, but I guess you want books, yeah. But I mean, it's all, I mean, these days, you can just pull up on your phone. How does compound interest work? Enter. Spend a week. Chiquita, how's it going? Akita said, buy cheap land in a great location. I mean, I feel like the hard part is finding the cheap land in the great location. Point me in the direction of that, folks. I'm there when I get the money. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, we get to block one if I can do it. Dang it. There we go. Earlier, I tried to block somebody and I made him a moderator by accident. But then I blocked him. So. Oh, books, community classes. Okay, Jess. Yeah. Okay, I'll shut up. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna shut up. I forgot that, like, last 2 years, I forgot there was something called classes. You could actually go to a class. It's virtual Zoom classes. I don't know. Forgetting you can go sit down in a room with actual people. What it was when I see I'm doing this, and sometimes it cleans the glasses, sometimes it gets them dirtier. Probably because I need a better rag, but Have ever been somewhere and I could tell an employee is unhappy at their job? All the time. I'm actually excited when I go somewhere and I see that an employee's happy with their job. That's when I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah, all the time I see people unhappy with their job. Cynthia, check it in. New sub. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the community. Oh, you found the channel through the upgrade? Hey. Said I love your content, especially the quiet quitting segment. Thank you. Keep up the great content. We're definitely gonna try. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kiki, man. She sent some people my way. That was I gotta return the favor. I'm gonna do a follow up to one of her videos one day and return the favor. Yeah. She's got a good channel. Oh, sorry to hear that, Angela. Your tooth just chipped. You gotta stop eating that Save a Lot bread. I'm just messing with you, Angela. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least your insurance will cover it. That's actually a good future business, Keith. Teaching kids how to handle the internet. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Marcia, I think we've been having an honest discussion about money. I think it's possible with like open-minded people who don't get offended as soon as someone says something. But I think we had an honest discussion on here. I think it's possible. I have a nicer car than you, Marcia. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, we work hard for this 12-year-old car. We worked hard for this 2010. Worked hard for this. We drove a lot of jalopies. That's a word nobody says anymore. They're too young for that. They don't know what that is. We drove a lot of jalopies and beaters before we could buy this 12-year-old car that we got a really good deal on. For I don't know why. I think because it had like some paint damage on it, and there's like a dent on the side. Yeah, y'all can't see the outside. I mean, it's still nice. Ladies first. I think it's safe to park in the safe semi. It depends on where the semis are at. I wouldn't just pull in, buy some semis just because there's some semis there. I feel like if it's a decent area. Bentley, I don't know if I can agree with that. It says no matter how much money you make, you'll never have enough and have to keep going. That's the draw of money. I think that's the draw of money for people who think that way. I don't necessarily agree with that, or that's not my thinking. I definitely think there's people who have enough money. Keith, yeah, I haven't used any of my HelloFresh. I've been going to the store. I don't like cooking. So that's why I'm glad I used the code that my friend Taylor sent me. Shout out to her. So all my HelloFresh was only $10, $9.99, because I haven't done any of it because I don't like cooking. But it helped me realize that about myself. I'm going to have to figure out an option for eating healthier that doesn't involve me cooking like that. I don't like cooking. So, yeah, I've still been I'm going to give it to Cyan, actually. Because I got a fridge full of HelloFresh, and I still go to the store. People can't even fill out applications right. That shows our educational system. 13 years, people still can't fill out application. Varan, you're welcome. Said thank you for all the videos. You're welcome. Mike01 Davis coming through, my boy. Good to see you. Thank you, Super Chat Squad. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Mike. Good to see you. Yeah, man, I got to figure out something to do with the HelloFresh. I don't like cooking. I am gonna cook my steak tonight in the air fryer. I wish there was somebody, ALG, who would like. I wish there was somebody who made meals and just like sold meals, like a person that made a different meal every day, and I just paid them X amount a week, and they dropped the meal off. Or I could go by there and get it. Or yeah, I'm gonna have to start dating somebody who cooks every night. It's like, I'll buy the groceries. I'll give you the money for the groceries. I just don't like cooking. I'll even wash the dishes. I'll clean the kitchen. I'll wash the dishes. I'll do all that. I'll pay for the groceries. All you got to do is cook them. Facts. Hey, Fizzle, checking in. Good to see you. Yeah, I need Meal on Wheels for bachelors. Yeah, unless I guess a chef. Yeah, I guess that's. Well, typically people with a chef don't clean up. Typically people with a chef, they just eat. I'll clean it. I'll wash it. I'll wash the dishes. I'll clean the pots and pans. I'll mop the kitchen floor. Okay, now you're going too far. No, I'll do everything. I just don't like cooking, man. I just don't like cooking. Here's the thing. I promise you, I can move to another country and afford a chef. I promise you. I can never afford a chef in the U.S. I can do it in another country. Yes, Sarah. Selling home cooked meals. There's a lot of bachelors out there who would love that. That would love that. Love that. Telling you, I would go for it. Because it's crazy. When I was working at seasonal work and they provided meals, my seasonal jobs that provided meals, I liked the idea that I didn't always know what dinner was going to be, but I didn't have to figure it out. A lot of people who were like used to cooking for themselves didn't like it because they didn't like not having a choice. I loved it. Even if it was a meal I didn't like, it was something I never had. So I would love for someone to like cook for me. I just go by there and pick it up, every night, or they drop it off. They wouldn't even have to tell me, what it was. Like if I knew there was a home cooked meal every night, I wouldn't even care. I mean, they'd have to be chicken wings and lasagna on a regular basis, but just load it up with fruits and vegetables, and I'd love to do that. Antonella had that professional chef as a boyfriend, made them unbelievable meals. You should have hung on to that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be in your business. Not trying to be in your business. A lot of women like, oh, where he at? He's still single, girl? I'm joking. Nah, Pharaoh kid, I don't like cooking. No, yeah. Whenever people give me like long cooking tips, I don't know what half of it means. It's not being spoiled. Okay. I'm about to say, I don't want to be spoiled. I'll pay. I just don't like to cook. See, Angela, your live streamer in Prague. I'm trying to live out the country and do that. I'm trying to live out the country and just, I honestly, like, I envision myself when I'm in Like I don't want to live in like Thailand full time, but I can envision myself being there for 3-4 months at a time. And I'm a nice condo, nice inexpensive condo. I would definitely find me like a chef or someone to come in and cook. Definitely get me somebody to come and cook. I'm telling you, you can live like a king or a queen outside this country. Yeah, Rose, like, but I sometimes I get tired of eating out, Rose. It's not the same. It's not the same. Because eating out, I have to figure out where I want to eat out. I don't want to have to think about it. I'll pay. I just want there to be dinner at 6 o'clock or whatever. Because I get tired. Like, you know what I mean? I eat the same places now. So I get tired sometimes of being like, what am I eating for dinner? I just want to pay X amount each week and the dinner's there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up. Nature calls. They're like, Tim, you don't have to tell us. You can just say you're wrapping it up. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Day 5. I'd love to go longer. It's getting a little darker. Things I got to do. Day 5. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This was a great stream. I appreciate all the input. Shout out to even the people we had to block. Shout out to the thumbs downers. Hey, oh, wait. Michael, we got one more. I got to answer. We got one more super chat. I got to answer. Super chat squad. Michael says, Tim, your opinion. Would you move from a low crime but high cost of living city to a high crime, low cost of living city? I personally would not. I'm not trying to live in a high crime city because if I get killed, it don't matter that the cost of living is low. So I personally wouldn't. I'm trying to stay out of the high crime areas as long as I can. So yeah, me personally, I'd pay a little more to be in an area with less crime. But great question. Thank you. Love the Klingon. Love the Klingon thing there. Sorry to be wrapping it up, as you came through, but we answered the question. We still got it done. Big shout out on that note. Big shout out to the Super Chat Squad, the International Super Chat Squad, everybody who came through, showed love. Thank y'all so much for being part of this community. Does so much for me, means so much to me. We will be back. This is day 5. We got 2 more days in our hashtag 1 week with Ward, 7 live streams in 7 days. Tomorrow's stream will probably be a later one in the evening. So more people hopefully. Hey, the numbers were great today. Tomorrow's stream will probably be 5-ish, 6-ish Mountain Time. So look forward to all y'all can make it. That'd be awesome. If not, thank you for being at this one. Once again, big shout out to Super Chat Squad, the thumbs uppers, everybody. Love each and every one of y'all. I mean that. Talk to you later.